All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Keke Palmer real quick. There was another report that came out on Keke Palmer. This one's are also another gift that keeps giving. I mean, it's terrible, but what can I say? You know what I mean? What can I say? Keke Palmer. Okay, so this report in Jasmine Brand is coming out saying Keke Palmer's ex Darius Jackson files order of protection, claims she was abusive. Yeah, you know, I haven't really seen the full report yet, but okay, let me see if I can see it on TMZ really quickly. Because they're quoting TMZ. Here you go. Let's see here. All right, so the real thing that I really wanted to extract out of this is this. Okay, are you paying attention to how people that used to love themselves can easily become each other's enemy so quick? Are you paying attention to that? All right. So I'm an advocate for want to make sure you're in love with the person you're getting with. Absolutely, you know, you have to make sure, but that's not enough, right? You got to make sure that you have the skills. Not oh, you have to love as an action verb. All that is discombobulated. Forget that, okay? Forget that, okay? Very important that, listen, when people still don't know the difference between love as an action, love, real love, which is something you continue to build, you actually put in effort, it's proactive, it's not reactive like in love, right? People still confuse that. So I prefer to use the word your skills, right? Like anything else that you're going to do in life. For example, in entrepreneurship, you know, a lot of commitment is required, and particularly because you will get distractions, and those distractions are very enticing. That's like anything else that's actually worthwhile in life. Distractions are distraction not because they're just distraction and you get like, no, that's distraction. No, they're very enticing. Okay, and sometimes the distraction comes in the form of your bad behavior, man or woman. Okay, so anyway, Darius Jackson is now retaliating. He probably has been vindictive and he needs to feel vindicated. We kind of know that from the moment he went onto the internet to announce to the whole world that my wife is wearing something that's almost naked. Please save me. Please help me tell her that she's a mother. You know, obviously he needed help. So we kind of knew that from that point in time. Who is Keke Palmer? Oh, you ask? Okay, she's an American actress. She was dating Darius Jackson, and they started falling apart in the public eyes the moment he came onto Twitter and said, but you're a mother though, because she was wearing some kind of seemingly transparent dress and dancing upon Usher on stage in Vegas. So he couldn't handle himself, he couldn't control himself, he went to the internet, he got dragged for that. I also checked him on that as a commentator here. Like, you know, I don't know them like that, right? That's, I know it's tough, but that's not the move, bro. That's not the move. You don't do that. But anyway, so we're talking about Keke Palmer. Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Report to you so you can see what they're saying right now. Presently, this is what they're saying on TMZ. So TMZ says, I need protection from her. She's abusive. That's the title. It says Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriend has now filed his own restraining order document in their nasty split, claiming she was physically and verbally abusive toward him during their relationship. So this is a person that has forgotten, okay? Maybe rightfully so. That's completely up to you. All right? Maybe rightfully so.
Well, you're right.
But it's not really relevant to what I'm about to say, okay? You can be right, you can be wrong, you can call me wrong. It's not relevant to what I'm about to say, okay? Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriend has now filed his own restraining order, you know. According to the new legal documents obtained by the TMZ, Darius Jackson beelined it to court Tuesday to request a domestic violence temporary restraining order against Keke. In the docs, Darius claims Keke frequently became agitated and aggressive during their relationship. usually after drinking alcohol, and abused him for years. Okay, somebody said we should listen to men first. It's not that simple. You should listen to everyone. Okay, if you're doing we should listen to men first, you're probably going to be biased and skewed wrongfully. You don't have the skills to assess these issues at an individual case by case level. If you have to say, yeah, I will start. If you start, we should listen to men first, I'm going to start looking at you sideways because you don't know what's going on. Okay, the stats does say that women have to endure a lot more abuse. I'm still not going to look at that. I'm not worried about that. It's case by case by case, because that's basically the human experience. Everybody has their own unique experiences, but there's some patterns, as I've always said. But at the first, if you're going to really pick a side so soon, then we have to look at you have to be patient enough to look at the case at hand, or tell me a particular story at hand, not generalize. As someone uncle just now on TikTok said, what is wrong with our women? Blah, blah. Shut up, bros. Shut up. Where's the rest of the story? What happened? What are we talking about? Who are we talking about? What are we talking about? Of course, they won't listen to me. Those kind of topics, they go more viral. When you generalize everybody, it goes more viral anyway. But here at Prestige Family, we know better. We know better, okay? Darius claims Keke, who is the mother of his child, punched him in the face at a birthday party back in 2021 after she had been drinking. Well, we also know allegedly that there's a tape out there of Keke admitting to being violent. Bad people. No skills. Not bad people, good people, but they don't have the skills, okay? They shouldn't be doing marriage until they've gone through proper school. He says our friend Lenoria Addison tried to stop Keke from attacking him, and says he has text messages from Keke apologizing for hitting him. All right. In the documents, Darius claims Keke also punched and hit him during his January 2022 birthday celebration in Cancun, with the alleged attack leaving bruises on his body. Yes, a bad idea. I don't care what he did. Please keep your hands to yourself. All right. But that's in addition. I'm saying that in addition to the fact that obviously the relationship is over. The damages are too bad. Darius says in February 2022, Keke attacked him again, allegedly choking and hitting him inside a house after drinking booze. All right. He's saying a lot. Most recently, Darius claims Keke got mad at him in March 2023 about an overflowing shower, blamed him for the problem and called him a bitch, a punk ass, and a loser. Ladies, if you're gonna have to call your men those names, you're better off being single. Yeah, you're better off being single. This is a picture of what we saw that doesn't look good. Brothers, if a picture of you is captured like this, baba, you go explain, no, you go explain. No evidence.
You go explain, because no evidence.
Don't be caught. Before you get to this stage, you should have left that relationship. It doesn't have to be a permanent decision. Darius says Keke would often send him a barrage of emails after the alleged domestic violence incidents, usually lashing out or apologizing. As we reported, Darius and Keke are going through a contentious split. She's accused him of abuse, he denied it, and she got the temporary restraining order against him, plus temporary sole custody of their kid. Now Darius is seeking his own protection. He wants a judge to handle his petition at the same time as the hearing about her allegations, and is asking the judge for an order requiring her to stay 100 yards away from him. What's the moral of this story, ladies and gentlemen? Before you go into a relationship, make sure you have taken the time to go through the necessary skill set that will be necessary for a long-term relationship. Most likely, you might not even be able to comprehend all the way what you will learn, but at least you're aware, right, that inevitably crisis will come. I saw an uncle on TikTok just before I started taping talking about These are the things that should not happen in the first place. I said should not is fantasy. Conflicts are inevitable. They will happen. So when you lead with should not, you're not going to prepare for it, right? It's no wonder. It's no wonder why you're collecting.
Sorry, yo.
It's no wonder. It's no wonder. If you think it should not have happened at all, if that's how you are leading and you're going into a long-term relationship, you'll collect now, because you don't even know yourself like that. You might think it's about the other person. No, it's not about the other person. Honestly, you don't even know yourself like that until you find yourself in a relationship where you're in love. You know, that same thing you fell in love with, you're going to go into space at some time in the nearest future, right? Where you will resent that same exact thing. Humans are complicated. Chinye will say humans are complicated. Yes, they are. Welcome to the real world. But you can learn the skills, okay? And when you learn the skills, obviously part of the first thing is self-awareness. It's half of the battle won. But when you run around these internet streets like traditional people and say it shouldn't be that way, Baba, you will collect it.
Sorry, yo.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
Beautiful girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.